Good morning.
There's no one there. Can you not see this?
Yeah, but I just thought I'd say it just in case.
Yeah, there's no just in case because it tells you.
All right. Okay, shall I stop then?
No, you can wait 1 minute. Maybe no one's coming today. Maybe we need to send out another email. Oh, no, that's you. I think that's how it works. James, when it says 1, it just means you're watching yourself. Oh. I probably shouldn't stand like that, should I? Just in case.
Good morning. I'm just waiting to see if anybody else is going to be joining us. We will be starting lying on our back. So if you want to get yourself nice and comfortable on your back, lying on your back with your feet flat on the floor, just a few natural breaths. And I'm just going to give it a few more minutes to see if anybody else is going to be joining us, and then we'll get started.
Yes, this is one person, I think. Yeah, give it a sec. I have to ask them if they can type in to say if they're here or not.
So just let your breath come and go. In and out through the nose. And then whilst you're lying there, just check to make sure that that pelvis is in neutral. You've just got that natural curve in your lower back. And just observe the breath when it comes in and when it goes out. And just allow the breath to flow at your own natural pace. Inhalation, exhalation. A two-part rhythm. The air flowing in, the air flowing out. And just observe your breath. Notice when the inhales turn into exhales. The breath flowing in, the breath flowing out. And just keep observing the breath. Inhalation, exhalation. The air flowing in, the air flowing out. Take a nice long inhale. Sigh the exhale out through the mouth. And then just bring your awareness to the pelvis, checking that it's still in neutral. Maybe placing the heel of the hands on the hip bones and allow the fingertips point down towards the pubic bone. Maybe the thumbs touch. Hips are roughly level. And then just gently engage your core, activate the core. So whether you're thinking about zipping up or scooping up and in, or whether you're thinking about bracing, not too tight. And just keep that core activated, just a few breaths here. And we should start our practice with our leg floats. So gently float the right foot off the floor, right knee, right hip. Then float that right foot down. Left foot, float it off the floor, left knee, left hip, gently float it down. Right. Slowly float it down, working with your own breath pattern, the left. Right. And left. And then maybe float the opposite arm, opposite leg, so right leg, left arm. Working with your own range of movement. Check that the core is still activated. And then just think about floating the leg, floating the arm up and down, nice and slow. Let's do one more on each leg. Arms down by your side, coming into a low bridge. Activate the core, squeeze both glutes, come up into a low bridge. Check that pelvis is neutral. See how that lower back feels. Push down through both feet. Check that you're not rolling onto the outside edge of the feet. Keep that big toe mound in contact with the floor. Knees are going in the direction of the toes. Core is on, glutes are on. Few breaths here. And on the next exhale, slowly lower the hips all the way back down towards the floor, coming back to your neutral spine. Bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, elbows point up towards the ceiling, coming into our abdominal curls, core is on. Inhale, as you exhale, start to curl the shoulder blades off the floor. Check that you're not pulling on the head and the neck. And as you inhale, slowly curl down. Exhale, slowly curl up. Inhale, curl down slowly. Exhale, curl up. Check that you're not tilting that pelvis. Inhale, slowly curl down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl down. Two more. Last one. Hold it. Slowly curl all the way down. Release the hands. Bring the arms down by the side of your body. Coming back into our low bridge. Core is on, glutes are on. Slowly lift the hips off the floor. Check that the pelvis is in neutral. Hold it here. Check the feet. Check that you're not rolling out or rolling in. Glute pulses. Take a nice deep breath in as you exhale. Pulse for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10, 2 more, 11 and 12. Hold it here. Keep those glutes fired up. Keep that core on. Knees are going in the direction of the toes. Upper body is nice and relaxed. As you exhale, slowly curl down, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow. Coming all the way down to that lower back. So you've created a pelvic tilt. Slowly go back to that neutral spine. Now let's curl up, vertebrae by vertebrae, spinal mobility, curling up, nice and slow, just to a low bridge. And as you exhale, slowly curl all the way back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then just gently hug the knees in, maybe stay still, or maybe a gentle rock from side to side. And then from here, just slowly curl to one side. And then very slowly, just come all the way up to standing, up to mountain pose, Tadasana. And once you get there, just check in your base. Feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider if that feels comfortable for you. Check that the weight's even throughout the feet. Arms are down by your side, palms facing out, knees are slightly soft. Pelvis is neutral, activate the core. Shoulders are stacked over the hips, over the knees, over the ankles. Just a few deep breaths here. Take a nice deep breath in. Slowly float the arms out and up towards the sky. As you exhale, slowly bring the palms together. Slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, float the arms out and up. As you exhale, slowly bring the palms together, hands down through to heart center. 1 more, float the hands up. Sigh the exhale out. Bring the hands down through to heart center. Take a nice long inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, hinging from the hips. Hips are going back, that core is on. Keep that spine nice and long. Slowly come down. Place the fingertips on the floor. Step the right foot back. Allow the right knee to touch the floor. Right foot in contact with the mat. Pushing down through that left foot. Check that that pelvis is neutral. Core is activated. Right glute is on. Shoulder rolls. You can just do one arm at a time. Or maybe you'd like to do both at a time. Whichever feels comfortable for you. Arms can be long. Or elbows can be bent. Just rolling those shoulders back. Just a few more. Really get those shoulder blades moving. And then just placing that left hand on that left thigh, hinging forward, right palm to the mat, maybe heel toe that left foot out, right shoulder over that right wrist, and that's a nice easy kneeling crescent twist. And then maybe release the right ear down towards that right shoulder, leaning back into that right shoulder blade. Stay broad across that collarbone. And then slowly crawl back to tabletop. Once you get to tabletop, check your base. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists, knees are underneath the hips. Lovely long spine, pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades are in neutral, so they're on the back of the rib cage. Activate the core, activate that right glute, allow the right knee to float off the floor, check that the hips are level, just hold it here. Hip circles, 4 in each direction. Don't worry if you're starting in a different direction that I'm in. And then once you've done your 4, just slowly change direction. And then just come back to tabletop and just gently walk those knees back, coming into a 3/4 plank. Check in your base. Pelvis is neutral, shoulder blades are neutral, core is on, glutes are on. And just slowly bend the elbows. Elbows point back as you slowly lower down towards the mat. Tops of the feet in contact with the floor and the pubic bone. Lengthen the spine, pull back with the hands, and just lift the chest, coming into a baby cobra. Check that that neck's nice and long, that you're not jutting the chin up, you're looking down towards the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together, glutes are activated, so you're not rolling the legs out. And on your next exhale, just soften down, tuck the toes, core is on, push all the way up to your 3/4 plank. Slowly bring the knees into tabletop. Tuck the toes, core is on, knee hover. So float the knees off the floor, about 1 inch, 1/2 inch, or maybe a little bit higher, whichever feels comfortable for you this morning. Checking that your shoulders are over the wrists. And then slowly lift the hips up and back for your first down dog. So checking your base, spreading the fingers wide. Think about pushing up through the arms rather than pushing the chest back towards the thighs. Lengthen out the armpits, making that inverted V. So bring your awareness to the lower back. Is it nice and long or is it rounded? If it's rounded, just soften those knees a little bit more. Relax the head and neck. A few deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, slowly bring the knees to the floor. Step the right foot forward in between the hands, slowly coming up to your crescent. Kneeling crescent, tuck the left toes. Check that the pelvis is in neutral. Float the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And then just release that right arm down, so right fingertips point down towards the floor, reaching up through the left. Side bend over to the right, opening out the left side of the body. Maybe the right ear is coming down towards that right shoulder. Inhale both arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together, slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. Interlace the fingers, make one big fist. Slowly circle out the wrists. And then change direction. Looks like it's a lovely Sunday morning out there. And then slowly release the hands forward, push down through the right foot, step the left foot forward, halfway lift, lovely long spine. Next in line with the rest of the spine, so you're looking down towards the floor. Bending those knees if you need to keep that spine nice and long. And on your next inhale, slowly hip hinge all the way up, reaching the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. Take a nice deep breath in, sigh the exhale out. Let's repeat that on the other side. Release the hands. Inhale, reach fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center, hinging through the hips. Core is on, lovely long spine. Fingertips come to the floor, step the left foot back. Slowly come up to your kneeling crescent. Top of the left foot in contact with the floor and the right foot. Pelvis in neutral, left glute is on, core is on. And let's just roll those shoulders. Using those deep core muscles to keep that pelvis stable. And then just bring your focus to your shoulders and your shoulder blades. How are they feeling this time round? Can you make your shoulder rolls a little bit bigger, or do you need to make them a little bit smaller? Let's just do a couple more. And then you're going to place that right hand on that right thigh. Hinge forward, left hand to the mat. Maybe heel toe that right foot out a little bit. Left shoulder, left wrist, nice easy crescent twist. Maybe releasing the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Staying broad across the collarbones. And let's make our way to tabletop. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Knees are under the hips. Lovely long spine, pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades on the back of the rib cage. Activate the core, squeeze the left glute, float the left knee off the floor, check that the hips are level, hold it here. Hip circles, 4 in each direction. Work with your own range of movement. Don't forget to change direction. And then slowly walk the knees back to your 3/4 plank. Pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades are in neutral, core is on, glutes are on. Slowly lower all the way down. Checking that the tops of the feet and the pubic bone are in contact with the floor. Pull back with the mat, coming into a baby cobra or below cobra. Shoulder blades together, legs are active. Check that neck's in line with the rest of the spine. And as you exhale, soften down. Activate the core, push up to your 3/4 plank. Slowly bring the knees in underneath the hips, tuck the toes, activate the core, knee hover. Check in with the breath. And then imagine that someone's hoisting those hips up nice and high as you come up to your down dog. And then in this down dog, you can stay still. Maybe you walk your dog out, lengthen in and bend in one leg at a time. Check that the head and neck are nice and relaxed. You're still making that inverted V shape. And then very slowly lower the knees down to the floor. Step the left foot forward, kneeling crescent, right toes are tucked, pelvis in neutral. Reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then release the left arm down, reaching up through the right fingertips, side bend over to the left, opening out the right side of your body. Maybe release the left ear down towards that left shoulder. Inhale all the way back up to center. Bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, circle out the wrists. Change direction. And release, hinge it forward. Step the right foot forward, halfway lift, bending those knees, lovely long spine. And as you inhale, slowly come all the way up, reach fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center. Release the hands. A few breaths here. Modified sun salutations are coming up next. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Palms come together as you exhale. Slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands down through to heart center. 1 more, sweep the arms out and up. Slowly exhale out through the mouth. As you hip hinge forward, core is on. Place the hands on the floor. Step the right foot back, left foot back, plank. Slowly lower the knees to the floor. Check that the shoulder blades are in neutral, pelvis in neutral. Activate the core, the glutes. Slowly bend the elbows, slowly lower all the way down. Pull back with your hands on the mat, cobra. Exhale, soften down, tuck the toes, push all the way up to your 3/4 plank. Hips up and back, down dog. Slowly lower the knees down towards the floor. Step the right foot forward. Keep the left toes tucked. Reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, soften forward. Push down through that right foot. Left foot steps forward. And as you inhale, hip hinge all the way up. Reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly come back down. Arms can be long or hands can be at heart center. Step the left foot back, the right foot back, plank. You can stay here and plank and lower down to the floor to cobra or upward dog, or you can join me and lower the knees to the floor. Slowly coming down, broad across the collarbone, pull back for cobra or up dog, and then we'll all meet up in down dog. Slowly lower the knees to the floor. Step the left foot forward. Right toes are tucked. Slowly coming up into your kneeling crescent. Exhale, hinge forward. Push down to the left foot. Right foot steps forward. Halfway lift. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. As you exhale, hip hinge all the way down. Coming straight into round 2. Step the right foot back, left foot back. Your option with plank, full plank, down to the knees. As you exhale, come down, upward dog or cobra, your choice. And then we'll all meet back up in our down dog. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Step the right foot forward, coming into our kneeling crescent. Left glute is on, core is activated. Exhale, hinge forward. Step the left foot forward, halfway lift. And as you inhale, slowly come all the way up. As you exhale, hip hinge all the way forward. Left foot back, right foot back, plank, your option. Cobra or up dog. And as you exhale, we'll all meet up in down dog. Lower the knees to the floor, left foot steps forward, kneeling crescent. As you exhale, hip hinge forward, push down through the left foot, halfway lift. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center. Few breaths here. Chance to grab a drink. Coming into our main flow, I just wanted to let you know we'll be hinging down. Once we get here, we'll be stepping back into a low lunge, and then from here, we're coming straight up into crescent. And then we'll lower down through crescent as well. Then we'll be doing a twisted crescent and a side plank. And then you'll have the chance to have your connecting vinyasa where you'll lower down either up dog or cobra. Just wanted to let you know, when from our down dog to transition to standing, we will be coming to the back of our mat. So your option is to bend the knees, and if it feels comfortable, you can walk the hands back, coming into a nice forward fold. I've got lots of bend in my knees with my body being supported by my knees, so that feels comfortable on my lower back. Other people may have their legs a little bit straighter. If it feels uncomfortable for you to come back from down dog, just lower the knees to the floor and walk back like so. Let's get started. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Exhale, palms together, hands come down through to heart center. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, out through the mouth. And as you start to exhale, hip hinge forward. Fingertips reach the floor. Step the right foot back. And then maybe shift back so that left knee is roughly in line with that right ankle. So you're on the ball of your right foot. Activate the core. Glutes are on. And then slowly come all the way up. And then before you bring your arms up, if you need to check your base, check that that pelvis is neutral. Right glute is on. Core is on. So remember your core wraps all the way round and back round. Hip bones are pointing straight ahead. You may find to keep this pelvis in neutral that you may need to soften or bend that right leg a little bit more. Hold it here. Check in with the breath. Elbows can be soft and the fingers can be soft. They do not need to be straight and locked out. Inhale, lengthen that left leg. And as you exhale, soften back into your crescent, but allow the left arm to drop down and round and gently rotate round to the left. Inhale, slowly come back up, lengthening the left leg. Exhale, soften back to a twisted crescent. Just rotating around nice and easy. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Hold it here. That core is on, right glute is on. Slowly release the arm back up, crescent. Exhale, hinge from the hips, slowly come back to that low lunge. Gently lower the right knee to the floor, right hand to the floor, heel toe the left foot out maybe, right shoulder, right wrist, coming into a twisted kneeling crescent, maybe releasing the right ear to the right shoulder with the option of extending the arm out nice and long. Stay broad across the collarbone, kneeling twisted crescent. And then from here, look down between the foot and the hand. Slowly slide that left foot back, coming into a modified side plank. So keep that left foot in contact with the floor. Set your base, knee roughly underneath the hip. Maybe kickstand out that right lower leg for for balance. Shoulder over wrist, spreading the fingers wide. Activate the core. Activate the glutes for hip extension. Maybe extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. You can look down towards the mat or look out towards the side. Maybe lengthen out that top arm so the left bicep is by the left ear. And then maybe float the left foot off the floor. Hold it here. The option to stay here, or you can bend that left knee and maybe bend that left arm, elbow to knee. Just an option. You can always come back to keeping that foot on the floor. One more. Slowly lower the left toes to the floor. Slowly bring the left hand back, coming into a 3/4 plank or a full plank, your choice. Checking that the pelvis is in neutral, shoulder blades are in neutral. Slowly lower all the way down. Slowly, 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 slowly. Cobra or up dog. Hold it here. Next exhale, soften, tuck the toes. We'll all meet up in either 3/4 plank or full plank. You can stay here or come to down dog. Shoulder taps. Right hand, tap the left shoulder. Check that the core and glutes are on. Left hand, right shoulder. Right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Hold it here. And then slowly we'll meet up in down dog. Just make sure you're checking in with your breath. Always modify your postures if you need to. And any time that you need to rest, please rest, either in child's pose or an easy cross-legged, or maybe just laying on your back. From here, we're going to transition to the back of your mat. So your option, either come through to tabletop or bend those knees, core is on, and gently whip the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold, you can either join me with a bent knee forward fold and I'm resting my upper body on my thighs, or you can rest your lower arms, or you may have a slightly longer legs. Relax the head and neck. I have my arms out extended, I'm on my fingertips. You have the option of resting the hands on blocks. Hips are back. Activate the core, slowly bring the upper body up, slowly come into a squat. So you can be up a little bit higher, maybe come into a chair, or you can come down into a lower squat, your choice. Check that the hips are back, core is on, knees are going in the direction of your toes. And slowly come all the way up, hands through to heart center. Single leg standing balance, find your focus. Shift your weight onto the left leg. Slowly bring that leg up. So the toes can just be hovering off the floor or a little bit higher. Hold it here. Option to stay here or gently rotate round to the right. You can stay here or maybe extend the arms open. Keep broad across the collarbones. Slowly bring the hands back to heart center. Come through to center. Place the right foot down in front of you. Shift the weight onto the right leg. Bring the left leg up. Single leg balance, walk. Rotate round to the left. You can hold it here, hands at heart. Or maybe open the arms out nice and wide. Slowly bring the hands back through to heart center. Come back to center. Step the left foot down and forward. Shift the weight onto that left leg. Slowly bring that right leg up. Hold it here, core is on, glutes are on. Twist to the right. Option to stay here or open the arms out wide. Slowly bring the hands back through to heart center. Center. Right foot down and forward. Last one. Weight onto the right leg. Float the left leg up. Rotate to the left. Open out. Slowly bring the hands back through to heart center. Slowly come through to center. Lower the foot down. Mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Slowly exhale out. Take a nice deep breath in. Float the arms out and up. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. 2 more. Arms out. Exhale, hands down through to heart center. Last one. And as you exhale, exhale out through the nose. Hip hinge all the way down. Lovely long spine, that core is on. Step the left foot back, coming in to your low lunge. Hold it here. Maybe shift that right knee back over the ankle. Core is on, glutes are on. Slowly come up to crescent. Checking your base, pelvis in neutral. Left glute is on. Core is on. Hips pointing straight ahead. Option to bring the fingertips up towards the ceiling when you're ready. If your pelvis is not in neutral, maybe you need to bend that left leg. So you're rooting down through both feet, rising up through the fingertips on the crown of the head. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. And as you exhale, slowly drop that right arm down and back. Rotate round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crescent with your rotation. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, dropping that right arm down and back. And inhale, soften back to your crescent, hold it here. Keep that core on. As you exhale, hinge forward, slowly coming back into that low lunge. Dropping the left knee down towards the floor, place the left hand down, heel toe that right foot out maybe. Slowly coming into your kneeling crescent with a twist. Maybe extend the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Maybe release the left arm down towards the left shoulder, broad across the collarbones. If it feels more comfortable, you can just keep the hand on the hip. From here, releasing that hand to the hip. Slowly slide that right arm back. Checking your base. Left shoulder, left wrist. Core is on. Activate both glutes. Hip extension. Maybe extend the right arm towards the ceiling. Maybe the right bicep is by the right ear. Option to float the right foot off the floor. Hold it here. And then you have the option now to bend that right knee. Maybe the right elbow meets it. Lengthen. Bend or just stay as you are. Last one. Hold it here. Release the foot, release the hand. Your choice, plank or plank with the knees down, 3/4 plank. Pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades in neutral. Core is on, glutes are on. Slowly, slowly, slowly bend the elbows. Slowly lowering down, cobra or up dog. Pull back with the mat if you're coming into cobra. Couple of breaths here. And then slowly we'll either meet up in your 3/4 plank or your full plank, your choice, for our shoulder taps. If you don't want to do your shoulder taps, you can stay in plank or we'll meet up and down dog. Left hand, right shoulder. Keep the hips pointing down towards the floor. Right hand, left. Left to right. Right to left. Hold it here. And then let's all meet up and down dog. Couple of long breaths here. Checking that the arms are nice and long. Lengthen out the armpits. Pushing up through the arms, making that inverted V. Relax the head and neck. Knees can be soft. Heels do not have to touch the floor. Transitioning to our forward fold at the back of our mat, either through tabletop or bending the knees and gently walking the hands slowly back to the feet. Check that spine's nice and long. Relax the head and neck. Transitioning either into chair or a nice slow squat. Maybe adjust your feet. Broad across the collarbone. Core is on. Exhale, and on your next inhale, slowly come all the way up. Bring the hands through to heart center. That single leg standing balance into a walk. Shifting the weight onto the right leg. Core is on, right glute is on. Toes can just hover above the floor, or they can be a little bit higher, your choice. Hold it here. And then rotate to the left. Option to stay here with the hands at heart, or maybe open the arms out wide. Bring the hands back through to heart, back to center. Step the left foot forward and down. Shifting the weight onto that left foot. Core is on, left glute is on. Single leg balance. Option to rotate to the right, hands can be at heart, or open the arms out to the side. Slowly bring the hands back through to heart, center, right foot forward and down. Shift the weight onto that right leg, core is on, right glute is on. Single leg balance, left. Rotate. Open the arms out or stay, hands at heart. Bring the hands back to heart, come back to center. Left foot forward and down. Shift the weight onto that left leg, right leg. Rotate to the right, maybe open the arms out wide. Slowly bring the hands back through to heart center, center, right foot. Come back to mountain, release the hands. Maybe close the eyes, a few deep breaths here, mountain pose. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles. Weight even through the feet. Maybe keep the eyes closed or flutter the eyes open. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Bring the palms together as you exhale, hands down through to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center. 1 more. Scoop the arms up and out. Exhale, out through the mouth. Hip hinge all the way down. Slowly step the right foot back. Right knee down to the floor. Hold it here. Just heel toe that left foot out so the hands are on the inside of the left foot. Coming into lizard. See, if you want to, you can bring that right foot back a little bit. Just stay here for a moment. Check that that spine's nice and long. Option to stay here or just circle. Option to move the hands around maybe. Maybe that left foot is moving from side to side as you circle around. Maybe you're rolling onto the outside edge, the inside edge. And then if your hips circling, slowly change direction. That breath should be nice and easy, nice and steady. And then slowly come back to center. You can stay here. You can lower the lower arms to the floor. If you have blocks, you can just rest your lower arm on the block, whichever height feels comfortable for you. If you're a little bit more flexible, you may be able to bring the lower arms down towards the floor. You can put the top of the right foot down on the floor, keep the toes tucked, or you can just join me staying upright on the hands. Just keep that spine nice and long, broad across the collarbones, and just enjoy the stretch. And any time that you need to adjust, please adjust. Whether you need to just back out of the pose a little bit, whether you need to deepen it, just listen to the body, listen to the breath. And then from here, transitioning into pigeon. If you do not feel like pigeon today, you can just lie on your back and do your 4-point glute stretch, your recline pigeon. Let me just show you. This one. Hands can be here or here. But if not, you can come into pigeon where you can have the right leg a little bit more bent. or just your normal pigeon, maybe the heels down towards the pubic bone. Some people like to kneel on the lower leg, so your choice. And once you're there, just slowly come down to your resting pigeon or stay upright. You have the option of resting your lower arms once again on the block. Check that the hips are level. Maybe your forehead is resting on your fist. You can stack your fists up, or maybe you're resting your forehead on your hands. But once again, bring your awareness back to the breath. Nice, easy breath. Bring your awareness to your body. How's that left knee feeling, the left foot, the left glute, the left hips? Do you need to make any adjustments? Or does it feel comfortable as you are? How's that right side feeling? A few more deep breaths here. Please make any adjustments that you need to. And then very, very slowly coming out of your pigeon. If you're lying on your back, you can just slowly change sides. If you've been in pigeon, maybe now you might want to do a down dog, or maybe a few hip circles, or a few cat-cows. If you're laying on your back, you don't want to change side because we've got our lizard, so come and meet us in tabletop. I forgot about that. So step in that right foot forward, hands are on the inside of the right foot, maybe adjust that left knee a little bit, staying here. Keep that spine nice and long, and either stay here or maybe hip circle. I nearly forgot to do lizard on this side. And then slowly change direction. And then come back to center and then just enjoy the stretch. You have the option to come down to the lower arms. Please use your blocks or maybe a cushion to support you, or just stay here with me, up on the hands. Lovely long spine, broad across the collarbone. And just enjoy the stretch. Nice easy breaths. The air flowing in and out of the nose. Please make any adjustments. A couple more breaths. And then we'll transition into our glute stretch. So whether you're coming down to the mat for your 4-point, whether you come pigeon, or whether you're just going to gently heel toe your foot over, whether you've got the heel coming down towards your pubic bone, maybe the right ankle's in line with the right knee, maybe you're bending that left knee and coming down. And you can stay upright. You can slowly make your way down to the lower arms. Don't forget you can use cushion or blocks. And then maybe you're staying here on your forearms, or maybe you're coming down to a resting pigeon, maybe stacking the fist with the forehead on the fist. Maybe the hands are flat on the mat with the forehead on the hands. And then check that the hips are level. Bring awareness to the right foot, the right knee, the right hip. Check to see if you need to make any adjustments. Checking that you're broad across the collarbone. And then just check in with the left leg. How does that feel? Do you need to make any adjustments there? And then just enjoy the stretch. nice long easy inhales, nice long easy exhales. Couple more breaths. If you're lying on your back, just gently release the stretch and just stay there. Maybe hug the knees in towards the chest. If you're in pigeon, just slowly start to come up. Just gently bring that left knee and come to tabletop. Maybe a few cat-cows, maybe a down dog. And then slowly come to that neutral spine. And then very slowly, you're just going to make your way down towards the floor. I'm just going to grab a drink. If you want to put on an extra layer or some socks before you come down to laying on your back, please do so. And once you get there, just check that the pelvis is in neutral. Feet flat on the floor, back hip width apart. Hip bones are level. And then slowly float the right foot off the floor, the left foot off the floor. Knees can be bent or you can gently lengthen them out. They don't need to be locked out. Slowly float the arms off the floor, coming into dead bugs. And then just check to make sure the backs of your shoulders and your shoulder blades are in contact with the floor and the back of the hips in contact with the floor. So you're not lifting the lower back off the floor. And then gently circle the wrists, circle the ankles. Nice and easy. Just a nice easy inversion to finish off our practice. And then slowly change direction of the wrist circles and the ankle circles. And then just hold it here. Option to float the upper arms down towards the floor, to rest the upper arms on the floor. Fingertips can still point up towards the ceiling. Soften the hands, relax the fingers, relax the feet. Slowly float the right foot down, the left foot down. And then just extend the arms up, flex the hands to the palms, maybe facing up towards the ceiling, maybe not. And then either stay here or maybe bring the right fingers to the left hand to stretch out the left forearm, the left lower arm, and the left wrist. Pelvis is in neutral. Slowly release. Flex the hands, left fingers to the right hand, stretching out the right wrist, the right forearm. And then just slowly release the hands down towards the belly. Maybe the heel of the hands or on the hip bones. Maybe the fingers are pointing down towards the pubic bone. Maybe the thumbs are touching. Relaxing the back of the shoulders into the floor. The shoulder blades. The lower back. The back of the head. The feet. And just bring the awareness to the breath. The air flowing in. The nose, the air flowing out the nose. The inhalation, the exhalation. And just observe the breath. The air flowing in through the nose, the air flowing out through the nose. Inhalation, exhalation. For Shavasana, you can stay as you are,
Or maybe you want to release the arms down to the floor. Or maybe you want to heel toe the feet out wide and allow the knees to fall in together so you're slightly knocked knee. Or maybe you'd like to extend the legs out wide, the heels coming down to the outside edges of the mat. Maybe the feet are flopping open to the side. And if the arms are down by the side of your body, make sure they're far away from the body, just so that you can relax the shoulder blades down to the floor and the backs of the shoulders. And just allow the arms to feel heavy. Soften the fingers. Soften the belly, the rib cage, the chest. Allow the legs to feel heavy from the hips down to the knees, down to the ankles. Relax the feet. And then soften the forehead and the space between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. And just allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Relax the eyes. And then just deep rest. Allow the body to absorb your practice. The air flowing in, the air flowing out. The inhales, the exhales. Deep rest, deep, deep rest. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer, please do so. But if not, slowly start to bring your awareness back to the breath. Maybe wiggle the fingers, maybe wiggle the toes, or maybe just stay still. Very slowly start to soften the right knee and start to slide that right foot in. Soften the left knee, start to slide that left foot in. Maybe stay here with a gentle windscreen wiping of the knees. Or maybe gently hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe stay still, or maybe a gentle rock from side to side. And keeping the eyes closed, just gently roll over to whichever side feels comfortable for you. Keep the eyes closed, slowly crawl your way up to an easy cross-legged. Maybe sit on your yoga block or a cushion. And once you get there, just check that you're sitting evenly on both seat bones. Lovely long spine. Shoulders relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Face is soft. Hands can be on the feet, or on the thighs, or on the knees. Palms down and palms up. And slowly bring your awareness back to the breath. The inhalations lead into the exhalations, lead into the inhalations. Slowly bring the palms together at heart center. Inhale, float the arms out and up. And as you exhale, bring the palms together, hands down through to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, float the arms out and up. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. 1 more. And slowly exhale out. Allow the thumbs to connect to the heartbeat. Slowly bow the head towards the fingertips. Thank you very much for joining me for this Sunday morning practice and allow me to guide you through it. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you find peace within. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Slowly start to flutter your eyes open so you're gazing at your fingertips. And then slowly bring your head up. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and hopefully I will see you soon. Please make sure you're staying safe. Thank you very much. If you have any questions about today's practice, please type in if you have a question, or you can email me, or you can message me direct on Instagram. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. And I shall see you soon. Thank you. Bye.